Hey partner, it's time for Raising a Gamer.
So cool night.
Yeah.
Do you know what we're talking about today? We're talking about one,
One,
two,
one,
two, switch.
switch.
Okay, so we are talking about 1-2 switch for what system is this for?
Nintendo Switch.
Are you gonna talk like that the whole video?
Yep, Western style.
Okay, Western style we go. Okay, so 1-2 switch. Obviously, this is a game for the Nintendo Switch. It is a newer game, so I know in a lot of videos, if it's an older game, I might share some insight of some memory I have with this game as a kid. But obviously, I don't have that as a kid, right? Do you remember where we got this, partner?
In Illinois.
Okay, so we got this game on vacation, and not that anyone cares. We were back visiting Cool Knight's grandparents.
No, we're not.
But the reason... I can't take you seriously when you talk like that. Did you just spit? Seriously, you're killing me. Okay. The reason I tell you why we got this on vacation is because 1-2 Switch is a great pick up and play game. It's a great game to play with other people. Okay. Why is it easy to play, Cool Knight?
Because you just have this, and L.
Okay. So, for the Nintendo Switch, okay. Can I borrow that?
Yes, you can. So,
one of the great parts about this game is you just pull off the Joy-Con and you can play head-to-head. This game is meant to be played by games I should say, it's 28 mini-games, are meant to be played by staring each other, how, partner?
Like in the face like this.
In the eyes. I don't know if they can even hear you with you talking so quiet.
Yes, you can.
Okay. So you're meant to be played by looking each other in the eyes. You don't even need the TV to be on, or if you're playing it on the screen, you don't even need to look at it for the most part. It'll give you vocal prompts, but there's not really visual prompts in this game. So I keep saying game, but it's really 28 mini games. So I kind of wanted to talk about Cool Knight with you. What are some of your... let's start off by telling me a couple games you really like in your normal voice, Mr. Cool Knight.
I like fake draw and quick draw.
Okay, so tell us in a normal voice so they can hear you. Tell us in a normal voice, please, what you like about those games.
They are fun and gun shooting, and fake draw is always fake.
Okay, so fake draw, quick draw, these two games are very similar. Actually, they're pretty much the same. You each take a Joy-Con and you hold it like you would a gun in a Western shootout. Okay, you stare each other in the eyes, and then when they say draw, you lift it up and you point and click. Okay, and it can tell who's the quickest to draw. And if you press a button too soon, like I did a lot of times when we were first doing quick draw, if you're pointing, let's see if get my hand down here. If you're pointing down, it'll have the trajectory of your shot and you'll shoot down into the ground. So you got to make sure not only are you fast, but you hit the button only when the Joy-Con is actually aimed at the other person. Okay, so that's quick draw. Fake draw, exact same thing, but instead of saying fire, the guy tries to give you fake prompts to make you lift up and shoot early. Okay, which if you do, you're eliminated. Okay, so that was the game you really liked. One of the games that I really liked the air guitar. So it's really kind of really simple. All these games are very simple, okay? There's not really much of a learning curve at all.
Yes, there is not.
But air guitar, pretty much the music just goes and you have to move with the rhythm. And you get points based on not only how much you're moving, but as you're moving along with the rhythm to the air guitar. Okay, now here's a game that I didn't like, but you liked. And that was a shaving game. Yep, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, because show everyone how you shave. That's how Cool Knight shaves. So apparently he hasn't got to the age where I need to teach him how to shave because he would hold a razor just like this and it would magically get rid of his facial hair. Now me, on the other hand, I was actually trying to do the actual shaving motion. But what I didn't like about it is Cool Knight just moved all over the place like crazy. And he supposedly shaved a face 100%. When I was going like this, I got 8%. So I kind of felt like that game was a little bit flawed in the fact that I was following the directions because it tells you to move it along the contours of your face. Okay, where Cool Knight was just going crazy everywhere. And supposedly he was shaving better than I was. Now, there's another game that we both enjoyed. Do you remember the game where you hold the Joy-Con like this and you move it to feel the balls?
Oh.
You're trying to guess how many. I think it's just called ball count. Okay, so can you tell us how that game is done?
So you figure out how many balls, and you tip it to one side, and balls will fall down. And tip it on the other side, and they'll fall down, and you pick your number, but don't pick 9.
Okay, so yeah, you move the Joy-Con around, and you're supposed to feel like marbles rolling inside the Joy-Con. And it really does feel like they're moving around. And then you have to guess how many are in here just by tipping it and kind of trying to feel how many rotations of the different balls you can feel. Okay. Was there any games in particular that you didn't like? Any of these mini games that you really just didn't care for that you can think of?
Ding!
Okay, so you can't think of anything apparently.
I can.
Okay, what?
It's the telephone.
Oh, the telephone game. That surprises me because the telephone game is pretty much just like Quick Draw. When the phone rings, you try and pick up and say hello faster than the other person. So it's just to see who can be faster. So okay, let's do this.
Wait,
Cool
can I
Knight.
do my favorite?
What's your favorite?
I don't. It's like a soda one where you shake up it and it vibrates like faster. Most how it's gonna pop.
Shake up what? What are you supposed to be shaking?
Like soda or something.
Yeah, you're shaking a bottle of soda, and so you could kind of hear the fizz going up and up and up the more you shake it. And so the purpose is you want to shake it a lot so that when the next person shakes it, it pops. But you don't want to shake it too much that it'll pop on you. We really enjoyed that one. And it went quite a bit longer than I thought it would go. It went for a couple minutes.
It's because I went like this.
Yeah, you were doing kind of little weenie shakes. You're just just barely giving it a little wiggle. Okay. What's your overall grade, Cool Knight, for 1-2 switch?
A B.
A B. For me, I'm gonna go C. 1-2 switch is okay. But what we were talking about before we started recording, is this a game you'd play a lot of?
No.
You're bored already with 1-2 switch apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1-2 switch is fun. It's fun to play with others, especially if you have friends that aren't gamers. This is a good game to just kind of introduce them. Are you trying to eat a sandwich? That was one of the games.
No, I hated that.
Okay. However, that being said, the game costs $40. To me, and I think a lot of gamers feel the same way, this is a game that should have been included for free as kind of an intro to the Switch system. It's fun, but it's not lasting. It's not a game that you'll probably get a ton of play out of. I won't say that I regret purchasing it, but if I had to do it again, I would wait till it is probably on sale for like $20. For $20, I'd say get it. $40, personally, I'd say hold off. As far as a parent goes, these are all little mini games. If I can take this the right way, it's rated E for everyone. So nothing really to be concerned about here. There's nothing on here that I would have a big problem with. I mean, there's some things that are just weird. Like there's milking a cow. There's
Baby.
yeah. There's one. I don't even remember what you do with the baby mini game.
You just do this. Make it go to sleep.
Oh, you just
I'd
throw
rather.
Okay, you got a lot to learn about being a parent, but anyways, fun game. I don't know that I'd recommend it at a $40 price tag, but there you have it. Those are our thoughts. So before Cool Knight falls asleep, because it is late and past his bedtime, we will bid you adieu, and until next time, see you later.
Bye. But first, I know how to do 20 books for that because it has 28 mini games. Bye. Boy!
I'm just going to let this keep recording. See how weird you can get.
Okay.